walk in and tell them, get the hell out of your apartment. They took over complexes. And they have a radical left governor who's petrified. He doesn't want anything to do with it. He's afraid. He's chicken shit, okay? He's afraid.
This is the Colorado governor that Donald Trump is referring to, who has turned his state over to illegal migrants.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad.
Wow. It's SeanDaniel here, and we got to say thank you to Trump for exposing this governor who has handed over not only his state, but especially the capital of Denver to be a sanctuary city. He's turned it over to illegal migrants, and that's why Trump was just in Aurora, Colorado, having this rally right near Denver. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, with him turning his state over to illegal migrants and actually having Venezuelan gangs take over certain parts of the city in Aurora where Trump just had this rally, take a look.
And new at 10, it's scenes coming out of a movie as the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua are seen breaking into apartment complexes in Aurora, Colorado. This is according to our sister station in Denver. There you can see the group well armed and forcing an apartment door open and making their way in. This has raised concerns amongst residents and Colorado state law enforcement officials. The city of Aurora is issuing a statement today in the wake of national attention following the video's release. As we've reported in the past, Tren de Aragua is one of the fastest growing transnational criminal organizations from Venezuela. According to FBI officials, the gang has now infiltrated its way into the United States through various sectors of the U.S.-Mexico border.
So even the FBI says that this Venezuelan gang that's starting to really take hold in Aurora, Colorado, which again is the state of Colorado which this governor runs, the governor that Trump just called out and said he's chicken shit. The FBI says that they have infiltrated Colorado by means of opportunities through the U.S.-Mexico border, this lady just said. And who's responsible for that? Obviously, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. But who allows and gives incentive for these illegal migrants to come to their states? It's this guy right here, the governor, the mayor of Denver, who helps set up these cities as sanctuary cities, safe places for illegals to come, to the point that you're out here trying to promote yourself to the Hispanic population in your city by doing a Feliz Navidad,
Feliz Navidad
song.
Feliz Navidad.
Get it, Governor?
Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad.
He should make migrants coming into his city illegal, but even more, he should make white men like him dancing illegal. Did you see that?
Feliz Navidad.
Oh my God. I don't want my screen to break. I'm sorry, guys. Let's move on from that. And that video that we saw where Trump talked about this guy being chicken shit is him in Aurora, Colorado, which a lot of times can be seen as a blue city. You'd be like, why would he go there? We're going to look at the election results from 2020 in just a second to compare it. But look at how many people showed up for this rally inside. For those of you who have been to a Trump rally, let me know in the comments. It's amazing. It's a great atmosphere. And it really shows you just how many people support this guy. Look at this. Turn. Still all the way in the back. All these people so far back are willing to be inside the same building as Trump just to be around him. Partially, I'm guessing, because they are sick of these Venezuelan gangs and all the migrants, not only in Denver, that are taking over, okay? We've seen so many reports of that online. But these gangs in Aurora, exactly where Trump went, you know, it makes sense why they're irritated and why they're willing to support the guy. And I was also wondering, you know, why would Trump go there if it's a blue area? Look at Denver, right? This is the 2020 election, which Colorado was won by President Biden by over 400,000 votes, by about 13.5%. He won. So I'm like, why would Trump go there? Partially, it's a great look visually that he went to this place that's getting taken over by Venezuelan gangs, and he can play that whole thing up and build it up even more and promote it. But I was like, why would he do that? Well, these are the counties. It's Adams County, Arapahoe County, and Douglas County is what Aurora is in. And Douglas County barely won as a red. Then these other two counties, Douglas and Adams, where Aurora is, was easily won blue, which makes sense near the big city of Denver. So is Trump really going there to try to win Colorado? Is it more of a big campaign push to be able to promote online that he went to the exact place where these migrants are? I'm not sure. Maybe they see that they could win these counties, but based on last year, they were dominated by Joe Biden. And in the wake of this invasion that's going on, tied to Aurora, Colorado for us Americans, he made this ad, which I think you guys will enjoy.
Open borders, deadly consequences.
Border crisis. Record high crossings are putting a strain on cities across America.
It is a full-blown invasion.
Armed Venezuelan gang members storming an apartment complex in Aurora, Colorado.
When people talk about migrant crime, this is what they're talking about. Biden and Harris had created a program to bring them in under humanitarian parole.
I am in favor of saying that we're not going to treat people who are undocumented across the border as criminals.
More than 13,000 illegal immigrants convicted of murder have been released into the United States.
My 20-year-old daughter, Kayla Hamilton, was murdered in her own room. Kayla's murderer was apprehended by Border Patrol crossing illegally into the U.S.
Kayla's murderer had been improperly released into the United States.
Abolish ICE.
Yeah, we need to probably think about starting from scratch.
An Afghan national is in custody today after being accused of plotting an election day terrorist attack. The suspect entered the U.S. on a special immigrant visa.
More than a dozen people suspected of being Tren de Aragua gang members right here in San Antonio.
The gang members had been terrorizing the apartment complex.
New details in the murder of Laken Riley. The illegal immigrant suspect, who cops say committed the heinous murder, is a Venezuelan national.
And was paroled and released into the country by the Biden administration.
Two men investigators say are in the country illegally from Venezuela are charged with capital murder in the death of Jocelyn Nungaray.
Court documents suggest a group of men arrested for beating and robbing a Dallas woman last month are members of a Venezuelan street gang.
Manuel Hernandez was booked by Colleyville police just 2 days earlier and released the day before the robbery.
Pretty well-themed ad, especially when you tie it to Trump going to Aurora, Colorado, where he had amazing crowds show out because people are just sick of it. And I love that he keeps it real about someone like this governor who just wants to placate himself to the illegal migrant population, really in order to win votes. But it's really encouraging when you go and think about how many people in the country just see what's right for what's right. They're not getting manipulated by the media, not getting manipulated by Hollywood. Look at all these people being willing to go out on a Friday night to spend their time. And a lot of these people were sitting in line from 6 a.m., I remember seeing. It is very encouraging, even with the state of the country and BS that gets promoted. You don't need to get so negative about it because look at how many people see the truth and support what Trump is going forward with. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's itsSeanDaniel here, and I'll see you in the next one. Consider subscribing if you enjoy, and have a great rest of your day, night, mid-morning, whenever you're on your phone or computer. Ciao, ciao.